so let's get started. So you're going to need a little spoolie for this, definitely a spoolie, and popsicle sticks. Make sure you cut it in half so that way you don't have to worry about double dipping because that is just nasty, okay? And if you go to a salon and they do that, you don't want to get your eyebrows in there. You're going to need little tiny scissors, and then also I'm using the micro pencil by NYX. I like this because it's just cheap and easy to use. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just brush our eyebrow hairs up. If you have curly eyebrow hairs like me, sometimes a little bit difficult. We're going to use that micro pencil and we're just going to create our line on where we want to wax. I don't normally do this, but if you are a first time waxer, I highly recommend trying this out so that way it creates or gives you a guide to follow. But enough about that, let's chat. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for weekly videos. Okay, and back to it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm creating almost like a guide just to make it a little bit easier for me to wax and apply the wax to my eyebrow. Also, before you even apply the wax, you want to make sure that you actually clean your brows either with a disinfectant, some type of antiseptic, or just you can use soap or antibacterial soap just to clean them off, because you don't want to give yourself a bacteria infection before or after waxing your brows. Okay, so after you finish creating your guard, you're going to want to apply the wax in the way that your eyebrow hairs grow. Again, I repeat, you're going to want to apply this the direction that your hair grows. Today we're going to be using the Satin Smooth Aloe Vera wax with vitamin E. I really like this wax, especially if you have sensitive skin, and I have sensitive skin and I don't really like honey wax, so this is what it's going to be. Cream wax is my favorite. But as you can see, I am applying the wax in the same direction that my hair grows. So please keep that in mind when you're doing your own, or I should say waxing your own brows, because it's very important. So now I'm going to be applying the strip. This is like a cotton strip. You can get them from Sally's. I'm going to be applying it by wiping a direction that my hair is growing. Sometimes I like to go back and forth. You can, but I highly recommend just making sure that you're smoothing it out the direction that it grows. And you're going to be taking it off the opposite direction. And don't worry about if you don't get all the wax. It's easy to just pick it up from there. Okay, so now that that's done, you're actually going to grab another popsicle stick because you don't want to double dip. Double dipping will actually contaminate your wax and you don't want to do that. Now, keep in mind that once you are applying the wax, you want to be mindful when you apply the strip because the wax actually shifts downwards. So you want to be sure not to apply too much wax towards your hair because it's going to shift down regardless. So please keep in mind of that so that way you don't take off more hair than you need to. That or apply light pressure when you are stripping off the hair. Okay, so now we're going to be doing the other eyebrow, and with this one, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I naturally have a higher arch in, I think it's this brow. I have a naturally high arch, so I tried to take off a little bit more hair than usual on this particular eyebrow, so that way they kind of look similar. Don't worry about if they don't look like twins because they're not twins, they're sisters. So if they don't match, it's okay as long as they're not completely off. Notice when I applied this wax, it got a little bit messy. I put a little bit more, well, too much wax on the popsicle stick, but make sure that you don't apply the strip on where that extra falling wax fell because you don't want to rip that off. Notice that I'm kind of going around it. You can either use baby oil to get that off, so that way you don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to just lightly apply it just to get that off my hair so I don't have a hole in my eyebrow. Okay, so rule number 1 to waxing is to never double wax. Double waxing can cause sores, scabs, and trust me, you do not want that. So I am going to actually get the little hairs with my sharp tweezers. I personally like to use sharp tweezers mainly because my hair is a little bit coarse on my eyebrows and they're very curly. So in order for me to really get in there, I like to use the sharp tweezers. Next, you want to just clean off your brows with witch hazel, and then you are all set. Nice wax eyebrows. Please make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos. Until next time, you guys know what I always say. Deuces! Subscribe. Bye.